Welcome everyone to the PYRESWAP show. Can you guys hear me? Am I audible to you guys? Do I have that in general chat? Do I have that in any chat? I'm audible. Elizio, fantastic. Great to see you. I am still... I am still deep in navigating and unraveling this John McAfee fiasco, okay? So, like, there is some progress being made, but then also it's kind of fucking confusing. I see that Trump has called for abolishing the fucking income tax. Elizio, the good news is that, like, from this already, you know, I've been officially permitted to use the fact that I control John McAfee's Facebook. Does that make sense? Here, I'll show you this. Here, I'll post it in here. I'll post this to you guys. I'll post this, okay? Okay, you see that right there? You see that right there? Do you guys see what that posted? And it says Mark Zuckerberg invited you to their channel called Meta Channel. Does that make sense? So do you guys understand what that is? That means that Facebook now has the feature that Telegram has. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Where it's like a fucking broadcast channel. Do you guys know what I mean on Telegram? So the point being is that I can now do that because I control John McAfee's Facebook. Does that make sense? And it'll be from, yes, so it'll be from that I'll be able to, from the John McAfee's broadcast channel, I will then promote the JMF newsletter, which, by the way, the first 5 of those newsletters will be sponsored by PYRESWAP. Does that make sense? I already have that greenlit all the way through. Does that make sense? It took me a while to get permitted for this, but I do have permission for that. Now, that is unfortunately, that is the boon that has come from all this, right? That's the opportunity that's come from all this. And by the way, I've now been high-fived across the board. I can 100% do this. I, unfortunately, in the meanwhile, still have to fucking scramble through this clusterfuck that is this meme coin AI project. Does that make sense to you guys? This is possibly... I don't even want to say anything else for the sake of controlling narrative. But, yeah. Anyways, yeah. The project isn't dead. Red candles can't kill it. Everything's great. I don't know what else to say, okay? Like, legitimately, like, we're going to be able to market this project differently because it's a different fucking project. Does that make sense? There's a concept funnel that we have to bring people through. We have to bring people through concepts in a fucking sequence. We've already talked about this. These concepts actually have a plot line behind them that applies to the user, and then also we teach the advanced concepts within the scope of fantasy fiction, which helps people learn the concept as well, because when they remember the stories, they'll remember the concepts as parables in the story. I have worked so fucking hard on the marketing. I can't wait to show it to you guys. I just have to tackle this McAfee issue to the ground first. Does that make sense? Alessio, we're all going to make it, like, I don't know, 1000x, whatever. But, like, again, it just requires... I really wish that I wasn't the bottleneck still. Does that make sense? Because learnpyreswap.com is what the ambassador program needs. It's what fucking the interviewing needs. Okay, I have never had more, I guess you could say, promotional power flowing to my graph. Does that make sense? I've never had that, like, clear before. Like, hey, by the way, this is exactly how you can use John McAfee's Facebook to promote whatever the fuck you want, kind of, right? As long as it's aligned. Because I've been, like, literally, I have had that as as the hand that's tied behind my back. Does that make sense? I'm also trying to make it happen with John McAfee's Twitter too. Does that make sense? Like, I believe that I've been fucking permitted for that, but it's still kind of I still have to make sure that John McAfee's Twitter doesn't get suspended right now. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I have to make sure that people don't start fucking reporting John McAfee's main Twitter. Javery, as soon as I can fucking, like, halt the fiasco that's happening now. Yeah, I don't know, Javery. I don't know. I am literally fighting a fire right now. Yeah, does that make sense? Yeah. Yeah. I'll tell you this. I believe it should be Q1 of 2025. Like, I believe it should be, like, in the next couple weeks. Yeah. But I don't know if that will be 5 days from now or 50 days from now. Does that make sense? I have to be just, yeah. Okay, I told you guys last week, until you learn that I got shot or that I'm dead, this project wins. It literally is unkillable. We saw that back in 2023, okay? Like, honest to God, if we got one thing right, it's unkillable, okay? Everything else involves doing concept marketing so that the people who learn about this project become type 1 and type 2 users, not type 3 idiots who have no idea what they're talking about. Electronic, for somebody who is, who analyzes things, I don't know why you don't know it's a fiasco. But anyways, yeah, I can't answer that question for the sake of narrative control. Anyways, Electronic, I encourage you to find out yourself why it's a fiasco. Anyways, I want to thank you guys for coming to the PYRESWAP show today. We'll be back tomorrow at the usual time. Have a great rest of your day. Mr. Bruce, you can take us out.